But he, in all three plays, and in the fourth play, I eventually, do of this. Danny gets all of his information from the computer Jews, which are these two gay guys, Adam and Eldon. And Adam is the taller of the two little wieners. And by this play, the third play, you don't have to read the first two plays, but by this play, it seems that Danny and Adam have a sort of grudging respect for each other. Because if you remember in the first play, Adam is as scornful of Danny Wagner as Eldon is, and Eldon is the bottom. He's the bitch, and Adam is the top, and he's the man in the relationship, presumably. But Adam also is probably bisexual, since he wants to get blown by hookers in the first play, and then he wants to get Barry Manilow tickets in the next play. And I think in this play, he basically says to Danny, I'll get you the information, but now you owe me. So Danny's going to have to pay him back in some way. But
Eldon nagged him the whole time, too. And Adam says that he's like a girl. And Eldon says, but hairier. And Danny can't help but snicker.
Yeah. And so yeah, and so in this play we get a little bit more of them. In the first two plays, they are just seen in the program office, basically arguing, bickering with each other, and then sort of flapping their gums at Danny. In this play, we actually see a couple of scenes of them outside. One is a scene after Adam's agreed to give the information. Adam seems to know all these girls that Danny once, he helped tutor Kathy in the previous play, or in one of the other plays. He grew up with the Charlotte character, and he knows who the Fran character is. So Adam is sort of, it's almost as if Adam has some kind of preternatural ability, like he's the puppet master of this high school in a sense. But there's a scene.
He seems to be a lot smarter than initially thought too, because he knows some things about science, and he knows about Jupiter's moons, whereas Eldon is clueless in almost everything.
Yeah, and these were actually two characters, two real people. But there's a scene here where Adam and Eldon are watching Danny with the quote unquote linebacker, which was this big girl who was part of Kathy's coterie. Kathy was the queen bee. Yeah. In true life, I think I call her something else, but here I call her the linebacker. And so Danny, and this is another one of these plays where Jessica's always saying, why are you always making yourself the hero of the play? Well, if you read this play, Danny's using this girl, but she's using him. Kathy's using people. Adam's using people. You get a portrait of these high school kids. It's sort of like Dynasty, one of these 80s soap operas, TV soap operas where everyone's using everyone for some cause or whatnot. And
you're also the Tess Tully character, the linebacker. She's also a possible lesbian. She may be using Danny just as a beard.
Yeah, that's certainly possible. And then there are a couple of other girls, the sycophants, the high school kids that just, because a lot of this is set in the high school. And this play, compared to the other two plays, it's not as rich as the Charlotte play. It's probably on the same level as the Francine play.
Yeah, I would agree.
But the thing that separates this is you get a greater exposition of the computer Jews here.